Y'all ever notice how a lot of workplaces love putting black women in leadership positions after everything has completely fallen apart? The department is toxic, the staff is burnt out, the policies are outdated, the morale is an absolute hell. And all of a sudden, they want us to come in and make changes to the workplace culture.
Black women broke through the glass ceiling just to fall off the cliff. Hi, I'm Dr. A. I'm a licensed psychologist and certified clinical trauma professional focused on helping Black women navigate trauma using science backed strategies and a whole lot of love. A glass ceiling refers to an invisible barrier that prevents certain folks from being able to access leadership positions. And the glass cliff refers to the pattern of finally allowing those folks to elevate, primarily during contexts when their efforts will be perceived as a failure. Now, originally, I was asked to reframe the pursuit of leadership as an opportunity to cultivate communal support among Black women leaders versus focusing on the experience of isolation and stress. I really want to shout out my marketing team, A2L Creative. They pose really thoughtful questions. But before I can invite a conversation, I want to acknowledge that this has not been my experience. I actually experience further isolation and stress when I am connected to or working with other Black women in leadership. Why is that? I don't know. My age, my phenotype, my location, the fact that I ask a lot of questions. My therapist calls it a scarcity mindset. It's not that I don't follow that logic, right? There can only be so many of us at the top as Black leaders since they don't like it. But it's that I can separate myself from a logical argument and the most inclusive, supportive, and loving argument. And I get it because the most loving thing to do is dangerous, especially if you're a Black woman in leadership, because love requires you to put yourself at risk and you may not feel confident you have your own safety net. Love also requires wisdom and discernment because communal support doesn't mean lowering our standards of excellence. If someone's not doing their job because they actually aren't trying, don't blindly support that. But if your assessment of someone not doing their job is because they're Black and there can't be too many of us in one space, that's not using wisdom and discernment. That's being led by anxiety. You're believing the story designed by oppressive systems to manipulate your mind, and it's hurting. Present tense, both you and other Black folks. All it does is push us further apart. And if they can keep us separate, we can't collectively resist. I mean, divide and conquer is actually one of the oldest tricks in the book. I really want to hear y'all's feedback. What keeps communal support from being a more common experience among Black women in leadership? And what allows communal support to thrive? Because there's a spectrum of experiences here. Speak for yourself by using I statements. And I expect the comment section to be buzzing because I love it when y'all talk to me. Follow, like, and share for more.